What is up, guys? Yellow Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys what I think is episode 14 of my 30-to-1 rebuild on MLB 17 The Show. For those of you who are new to the series, the 30-to-1 rebuild series on MLB 17 The Show is a series where I try to rebuild each and every team from rank 30 to rank 1. We're now towards 14. I think the last one was the Cardinals, which were number 15, obviously. The reason I'm starting at this many is because a lot of you guys were requesting what roster I was using. Now, the roster I'm using right now is slightly outdated. But this will answer a lot of your guys' questions, some of them being like, I don't have Ohtani when I start, I don't have certain prospects, what are you doing to get this roster? So obviously you go to the franchise, you go new, and when it asks you which rosters you want to use, you go to saved. For those of you who don't know how to download rosters, I can make a video on it, but it's pretty simple. Just I'm sure there's other videos if you want to. I'm using the OSFM version 2.6. It's a bit outdated. You see I downloaded it on the 28th of May. That's almost exactly a month ago. But I recommend you guys just get the new OSFM rosters. The people who create those rosters are phenomenal, and I guarantee whichever ones you download from them, from whichever, it's usually the like most highly downloaded one. I recommend you go with it because they're always very, very good. I try to use them every single year when they come out, regardless of any of that though. We are towards number 14. I don't recall what, I think I might have seen what team that was, but I forgot. It's the Tiger. Okay, it's the Detroit Tigers. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'm a pretty big fan of the Tigers. They're the team I decided to do for my my fantasy draft franchise this year. So we'll go like that. Spring training, and we'll do the usual. But obviously, first off, let's take a look at this team. We all know the highlight of this team, but pitching wise, I do like Verlander. Although he's getting a lot of money, he's got 4 years left. He's already 34 years old. I don't know if we'll keep him. If he starts declining, he's making a lot of money and he's got a lot of years left, it's not the best combination of things. In terms of Jordan Zimmerman, I wouldn't mind keeping him. A mid-80s pretty solid pitcher. Michael Fulmer as well, would like to keep him. I see a lot of potential in him. He might develop to a high 80s, low 90s overall pitcher for us at some point. Happy to keep him. But then outside of that, Daniel Norris could also develop into something, but then it goes downhill pretty quick in terms of pitching depth. After these 5 guys, it drops all the way to a 67. There's not a whole lot of depth there. So we got 3 solid guys like Fulmer, Zimmerman, and Verlander. Like I said, Verlander's not a for sure thing yet. But we're going to need to fix some of this depth and try to get some more prospects here in this starting pitcher role. Relief pitcher-wise, I don't mind Bruce Rodon. I'll keep Wilson. I'll keep Hardy. These guys are all right. But as usual, I probably would rather have, you know, a few more good relievers in here. I don't think too much bullpen help is a thing. I think you can get as much as you want. And then I'm fine with having Justin Wilson as a closer. A solid lefty is always cool to have a closer coming out like that. But maybe some more reliever help. Catcher-wise, James McCann. Okay, I'm not super familiar with this guy. So I'm going to look at this. He doesn't look all that bad. And catchers are hard to find. So unless we find a solid catcher in the draft, we'll just keep him. First baseman-wise, I know we usually, or VMart's usually a DH, and then let Miggy play out on the field, or vice versa. But that's usually how they go with it. But VMart's 38, and this game, I'm assuming, is not going to be too generous with that age. So we're going to try to look for a trade for him right now. It's not that I don't like him, it's just that he's 38. I like Kinsler at second base. I like Castellanos at third. I like Jose Iglesias at short, but I like Justin Upton. We need a better center fielder for sure, and I like JD Martinez. JD Martinez is a really good hitter. That's why I like JD. It's a really solid hitter. So, we'll try to trade VMart. Probably for a center fielder would be ideal. This team is not all that bad, though. I'm still trying to get used to the fact that we're getting to the point where almost every team that we're rebuilding from this point on is already naturally a playoff team. Because we've just gotten that far along in this rebuild. Let's just see, hypothetically, we get a Hanley Ramirez. I'm just going to throw some random trade values out there. Oh, Fulmer has some trade. If we did Fulmer and VMart, we'd get Xander Bogaerts. I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying this will give us an idea of what we could get. Is there a solid hitting center? I like Lorenzo Cain. We could probably get him if we wanted to. Trout would be almost impossible. Yeah, no. It's not even worth trying, honestly. We can get Rajai Davis, but he's kind of older too. It's not really euthanizing our team, which is what I want to do. Springer is definitely an option. We can get rid of Verlander's contract as well by doing that, which would open up a lot of cap space, but Verlander is a solid pitcher. It's one of those tough trades. We'll keep looking. We won't jump in on that, but it's at least considerable. Outside of, we got, I like Marte. I'd probably rather have Marte than Springer, to be honest. Springer obviously has more upside, but Marte I just like as a player. And we can get him pretty easily. We can throw just about any of these guys in with him. And it appears they'll say yes with Verlander and Vmart. I think we might go with that one. Unless we want to do something else that's crazy, but I mean, let's check real quick. Won't get Mookie. It's weird that Aaron Judge only 82. These rosters aren't. That's where I'm saying they're a bit outdated, because now I'm assuming his overall would be a lot higher. Bryce Harper, on the other hand, would be really interesting. Can't really afford to do that though, or they can't really afford to do that. So yeah, it looks like Marte is probably the best option here, right from the get-go. Obviously, kind of a big trade to jump at. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This kind of looks like I don't have to trade. Yeah, I don't have to trade Vmar if I don't want to. Just Verlander. How about I switch out Verlander? If I switch out Verlander and Vmar, it's not going to do quite the same. So let's try this at first. And we'll get Marte. So now we have a solid center fielder, and now we need a first baseman. We don't need a first baseman. Now we can get rid of Vmar, and we'll get a less talented pitcher than Verlander, and a guy who's a little bit cheaper. I like Carlos Martinez. We can probably make a trade for him. I'm assuming there's no way we're getting Urias. Really, budgetary constraints are that bad? Fulmer has that much trade value? Are you serious? That's ridiculous. Like he's almost on the same bow as Urias. I did not know he had that type of development potential. It's one of those tough trades because they don't have a lot of money to work with. See, it's like every player offer. Budgetary constraints, budgetary constraints. Yeah, okay. Mad Bum's only 88? Really? Is he having a rough year? I haven't been paying enough attention, I guess. I don't know why I saw Daniel Norris up here. Sorry if these first trades are taking a while. I do want to mention that. I don't obviously intend on taking a long time doing this. It's just these opening trades are really what's going to set the basis of this team. So I don't like to rush through these things. Oh. Didn't mean to do that, but let's see what we can get if we did this. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna do it myself. I mean, Shoemaker maybe is decent. I like Garrett Richard. I don't know. Like maybe Sonny Gray if we threw in a prospect, like this guy. Couple prospects. No. Anybody? Don't really have a. Okay, the main problem is we don't have like a. I didn't know the Tigers is such a weak farm system. That's really the issue here. We have like no talent in the farm system, so we can't do a lot of trades I normally would want to do. Colin McKeel, we can get him as well. Julio Teheran, probably can get him. I like Steven Matz. Is there an easier way to get him? No, he's like in the same boat as Sonny Gray, right in that in-between area where I can't get him. Man, I just need to pull the gun on one of these guys and just go with it, huh? The best guy. We'll just go with. We'll just go with Matt Shoemaker. I don't know anymore, so we'll just go with Shoemaker. That really wasn't a lot that we got out of VMart, but like I said, VMart's not going to have any value for us soon. So we might as well get all that we can out of him for right now, while we can get rid of that contract and not have to pay any extra money. Anyways, now we're going to sim to the rookie draft. That's normally where I do most of this rebuilding. Try to get some, obviously this team needs to better its farm system. So that's where I come in. I usually like doing pretty good with these rookie drafts. So I'll get some solid prospects in there, try to get us some future talent. So I'll see you guys in just a second once we get to the rookie draft. Okay guys, we just got to the first year player draft. We're currently sitting at the record of 27-27. I think roughly only like 2 games out of first place in our division. Our division's actually been pretty weak this year. But if I recall, the AL Central typically is not the strongest division, at least in the regular season. So not a huge surprise. We're looking at the 18th pick in the draft, so not a whole lot of opportunity there. And if I'm going to be honest, scouting did not promote. I didn't find a whole lot. I really didn't. I didn't find a whole lot of talent. The best guys are maybe this guy, shortstop Brett Little, or Lytle. I'm just going to call him Brett Little. He's a solid fielder, great contact potential, above average speed, but a great reaction. I mean, he's a pretty solid prospect for us. Outside of that, if you're looking at all the guys I scouted, the ETA is all 2021 plus. It just was not an efficient scouting trip. Also, I want to mention, I did sign Ohtani, as you guys are used to me doing. For those who are new to the series, Shohei Ohtani is a Japanese pitcher who I think is newly, I don't think he's been taken by an MLB team yet. I think he's still in Japan, but very well-known prospect, very highly rated, and he's usually a free agent at the beginning of a season. So I decided to always get him because he always develops like a high 90s overall. So yeah, we got Ohtani. I also got like two other prospects that I normally get, so it's not a huge difference. Team-wise, I'll show you Ohtani and those guys. I know Fulmer's been developing really nicely for me. I'm not finding anything I really like here. With that 70 potential, he's not going to develop into a starter with that. So I feel like I'm almost like... I feel like I'm almost stuck just taking a risk. I feel like I'm better off taking a risk, to be honest. Let's take a risk on the catcher. But like I said, very weak draft class. Usually the first draft classes are always the strongest ones too. So I'm a little bit disappointed in this one. I was hoping for a little bit more fire, but I guess we risk on a starter now. We'll just back out. This is not a good draft class. I apologize. Usually there's more talent in this. Both these guys panned out pretty decently though. Little the 80 potentials, that's kind of low. That's not what I like. But Gasper's got 86 potential. That's solid, and he's got 84 potential. So that's 3 solid players. Which is the right fielder. We won't get him, but so three. Okay, this was a pretty actually a pretty solid draft for us. Their overalls are pretty low though, and Brett Little might become a decent shortstop for me, or at least a decent backup. And he might have some trade value at some point. In terms of other players in the draft with talent, that guy looks pretty good. So does this closer. This team with their first pick drafted a 36 overall. They really fucked that one up. That guy does not know how to play baseball. This guy's got good potential. This guy's good. Yeah, okay, there's solid blue chip prospects. Just outside of that was not solid. So with that being the case, like I said, we're about 2 games out of a playoff spot. Still have plenty of season left though to hopefully catch up to the Indians, or whoever else takes that spot. So right now, Fulmer already developed to a 91, which is ridiculous. They're doing pretty good. Everybody's doing pretty solid for us pitching wise. Lineup, Kinsler struggling a little bit. I remember that. Miguel Cabrera's doing phenomenal. Upton and Castellanos and Collins. And I mean, most of our lineup is struggling. Most of these guys are batting pretty awful, I'll be honest. Marte and Miggy are just about the only bright spots in our lineup. And one thing that's got me confused is something doesn't look right here. That's why. JD Martinez, fractured forearm. He was playing good too. Yep, he was batting close to 300. Which, yeah, we got to figure something out here. Jose Iglesias is in right field. He's not a right fielder. This guy can play right field. Why are we making Jose Iglesias? I just don't understand this game sometimes. He's a good fielder too, so we're gonna switch that up. And I can't believe we have Andrew Romine, an awful hitter, a career 229 hitter is our DH. That's how bad our depth is hitting wise. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. I mean, we're gonna need to figure something out. Why would you put Oh my goodness. I don't understand some of the team's strategy sometimes. Like, why would you play him over Jose Iglesias? It just doesn't make sense. It's not logical. So we'll just go with that. And now we're going to send the rest of the season and see how it goes. But I'm going to have to pay more attention to my team doing stupid stuff like that. Because that happens way more often than I like to admit. Either way, it's in the rest of the season. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys. We're at the trade deadline. Today is the trade deadline. And I've just been looking around, just checking some trades. And this is one I'm actually very interested in. JD Martinez and Ian Kinsler for Aaron Judge. Now, ideally, I wouldn't give up Martinez if I didn't have to. Oh, Otani was an all-star. And 2. Okay, he's doing great. My bad. Got off task or off focus, but well, we might not have to. I want to avoid. I do want to say I want to avoid trading JD Martinez at all costs. I like him. He's just such a great hitter for us. Fielding wise, not phenomenal. He's got a good arm though, but phenomenal hitting stats in this game, and I like that a lot. I would trade Justin Upton, but we'd probably have to give him more than just. Yeah, see, I don't. They look like that would be a tough trade to do if we didn't offer something a little bit more than Upton. Oddly enough, they appear to be more interested in Iglesias than Upton. And I'm not like I'm not against the idea of giving up Iglesias. I really am not. After all, I mean, he didn't even play that much to begin. He's batting 206. I mean, then if we get rid of all this, and the reason I get rid of Kinsler, I do like Kinsler, but he's getting paid $16 million, and he's already older. And from what I see, usually he always leaves the Tigers after the first year, and I don't feel like getting nothing in return for him. I'd rather get a guy who I have under arbitration for 6 years, which would be Aaron Judge, who also is one of the more dominant power hitters in the entire MLB. So let's go with that. Let's not go with that. Is that too much money? Do I need to find somebody that's getting overpaid? Oh no, now it's going to be a mess again. Okay, give me a second so I can figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay guys, here's a trade that I'm actually considering. Starling Castro and Aaron Judge for Ian Kinsler, JD Martinez, and Jose Iglesias. Like I said, I did not want to trade JD. I don't. I like JD Martinez a lot. He's got one of the better hitting stats in the whole MLB, actually. When you look at those hitting stats, they're ridiculous. But Aaron Judge, I'm fine with that replacement. Iglesias, and to emphasize, Starling Castro is 89 overall now. He's batting 330. That's the only reason I'm considering, is because he's doing like phenomenal. Yeah, we're gonna go through with that. Obviously, kind of a big splash, a big move to make there. Let's see if there's any way I can get JD Martinez back. I wish there's a way that you could offer more than just 3 players at a time, so you're not stuck, you know, retrading players like this. I think it's kind of stupid. But I'm probably trading Justin Upton. I would trade Justin Upton because I'd probably move JD Martinez to left field if we got him back. So we trade Justin Upton and a prospect like Wander Franco, and then threw in. I mean, most people would probably work. Sure, for instance, we'll throw in K-Rod. to get JD back. I'd be fine with doing that. Looks like the Yankees wouldn't be fine with doing that, though. How's Shoemaker doing? He's doing alright, though. I don't want to get rid of him. What's Fulmer? Broken arm. Damn. Most of these guys are pitching pretty good, so I don't want to, like, get rid of them. Okay, they would do Fujinami. They do it for a better prospect. So now we have JD Martinez back. So I'll move JD to left field, and then we'll let that team rock. So I kind of like this basis already. I like the upgrade of this outfield. I already like the way this team's looking, honestly. It's just these minor changes that they're not really minor, but these changes that we've made. Biggest issue now is just we don't have a shortstop that's all that talented. So that's the next thing that we need to address, probably in free agency or something along those lines. But we'll figure it out. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Okay, guys, we just simmed the season, finishing at 89 and 73. And it's a bit of a situation here. So it looks like, yeah, we're going to play the Indians for control of our division. If we lose that game, we'll have to play the Astros, I think. Yeah, the Astros for the wild card. Is that how it's working? I don't know. I'm kind of confused. But we do. Wait. Let me figure this out. It's a three-way. I don't know how they're gonna figure this one out. This is confusing. Regardless, I mean, let's just win the next game and make it easier on all of us. But let's take a look at some stats to see how our team did. Starting Marte batted .288 with 26 home runs and 65 RBIs. The RBI numbers are a little bit low, but he's batting leadoff, so that's not that surprising. Love the average and the home run numbers, though. Those are phenomenal. How's the stolen base numbers looking? 45. Phenomenal. JD Martinez batted .303 with 23 homers, 69 RBIs. That's where I expect a little bit more RBIs. Still, the average and the home run numbers are great. I don't really expect, one stolen base. Don't expect stolen base out of him. Miguel, actually, .316 batting average, 39 home runs, 116 RBIs. Going for that triple crown again with, batting stats like that. Had a great year. I'm loving that. Obviously, if he keeps up the pace like that, I expect to be successful for at least a few more years. Aaron Judge, rookie, went to a 90 overall. Batted .261, 28 home runs, 81 RBIs. Perfectly content with that as a rookie. Starling Castro batted .317 with 19 home runs and 101 RBIs. That's phenomenal. That's like really, really good. I'm really happy with that. Nick Castellanos also batted good. .263, 18 home runs, 86 RBIs. Tyler Collins batted pretty solid. I'll deal with that. I will live with those numbers. Alex Avila probably could have batted better. Just more home runs and RBIs, preferably out of him, but he didn't have tons of at-bats. Andrew Romine did actually not do that bad. He actually batted better than what's-his-face, Jose Iglesias did. Then off the bench, not a whole lot of talent batting there. But these first, I would say 6, 7 guys, I was very happy with their stat line. I think it's a really talented lineup. Marte, JD, Miguel, Aaron Judge. I think that's a really solid first 5. Fulmer went 8-9 with a 3.33 ERA. Obviously, it was probably hard for him to bounce back from a broken arm. Shohei Ohtani went 12-5 with a 2.81. I'm loving that. 13-10 at 3.63 from Zimmerman. 11-9 with a 3.3 from Shoemaker. And 10-9 with a 4.05 from Daniel Norris. Bullpen-wise, no standouts. Blaine Hardy did pretty bad, though. And Francisco Rodriguez, or K-Rod, actually did pretty damn good as well. So I don't know why we have Shoemaker on the mound. That's not ideal for me. I'd much rather see a guy like Ohtani on the mound. So Ohtani versus Danny Salazar. That will give us, that will give us the win. Glad I put Ohtani on the mound. Let's see how he did for us. We actually got a 5-run 8th inning to make the playoffs. Look, we're down 4-0. We got 5 runs in the 8th. That's the only reason we made it. Ohtani did good. 5 innings, 2 runs. That's solid. Shane Green actually didn't do that good, and then everybody else shut it down. So that's great. We got 1 run against Salazar. We actually pitched a pretty damn good game. But then got 4 runs against Otero. So that's kind of where we made our mark. Is that Miggy who Miggy hit a triple? Okay, Martinez and Aaron Judge hit doubles. All got some RBIs. I love it. So now we're actually in the playoffs. So I guess that was the wild card game for us. I don't know exactly. I guess that was the game for the division, and since we made the division, we didn't have to play the wild card game. So I'm guessing the Astros and the Indians play the wild card game, where it looks like the Indians lost. The Indians lost 2 in a row, so they lost their playoff change. So that sucks for them. We're going up against the Yankees, though. Obviously, we made a pretty big trade with. I mean, they traded us Judge and Castro, and we traded them obviously a few guys ourselves. So we're gonna lose game 1, win game 2 8-1. Another great game from Ohtani. Fulmer struggled a little bit in that first appearance. Lose game 3, win game 4 by 1 run. So now we have Fulmer against Tanaka once again, a rematch from game 1. They didn't do that good here, or we didn't do that good here in game 1. But let's see, in game 5, we're gonna lose by 1 run after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. If we just, let's see, Ryan, he only pitched 1/3 of an inning and gave up 3 runs. So had he just came in and done a better job, we probably would walk out and go to the ALCS. So we'll keep, let's sim through this date, or yeah, whatever. It looks like if we're going to standings, the Astros beat the Yankees. The Astros went from the wild card all the way to the World Series, where it looks like they're now up 2-0. They're now up 3-1 and 3-2. Astros defeat the Nationals in the World Series. In terms of retirees, any big ones? This is Ichiro retired, Carlos Beltran, Bertolo Colon. All right, Dickey. I'm looking more for random ones that don't make sense, like big injuries. I know Steven Strasburg keeps injuring himself and having career-ending injuries. It's the weirdest thing. But either way, we got to re-sign a few big names here. Primarily, obviously, we want JD Martinez back. We want Ohtani. We want Fulmer and Judge. A lot of young guys that I want to get back on this team. So I'm going to sign these guys back, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, here we are in the open free market for free agency. In terms of coaches, we need to hire a first base coach. I never really show you guys when I hire coaches. I just kind of came to that conclusion. I never do that. But usually I just do, and it's easy. It's kind of easy as that. That's why I usually don't show it. Either way, in terms of our roster, let's go position by position. Pitcher-wise, I actually kind of like it. I didn't like it when we first started, but I enjoyed seeing Fulmer develop. Getting Ohtani was a big improvement. Zimmerman keeps getting better. He's at 88 now. And Shoemaker might get to about an 85. Daniel Norris as well might get to the mid-80s, low 80s. Not a bad pitching rotation. Now, if we have the money to get Arrieta, I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't. Like, that's a pretty solid pickup. But I just don't know. Do I want to get a few relievers? We can get a solid catcher. Obviously, a more solid one than McCann. Jonathan LaCroix is pretty solid. Batted 291 last year. How much is he looking for? About $16 million a year. It's a little bit on the more expensive side. Second base, nothing. Third base, not anything better than Castellanos. We could get a part-time, like a year-long rental of Asdrubal Cabrera or something. For a 1-year rental of him, we'd be paying about $5 million. I don't know if that's worth the money though, because I'm being very picky right now with money. Don't ask me why, because I really want to make sure I make the right decisions. I think Arrieta would be worth it. Give him a player option, just make sure he's super interested. We can try offering Pedro Strop, maybe. I mean, Glenn Perkins might be a little bit tougher to get, but we'll offer him one as well. And then we'll see how things go. Maybe get LaCroix. We can't afford any of those, actually. It's just... it's weird to think we don't even have that much money left over, because I was very, very stingy on contracts. Miggy's obviously getting paid some big dollars, so is Starlin Castro, so is JD. He was the guy I offered the most money, but I thought that was worthwhile. And it was, I thought. I guess we got a pretty solid team, so I guess a few people are getting a lot of money, but I mean, the team is solid, and players are going to just keep developing, so I guess we'll have to figure out some way to get more money if we need it, but right now I'm kind of happy with how everything looks. So I guess this won't really be the off-season for us. So that means we won't have the money for LaCroix, right? That's kind of impossible, yeah. It's not worth opening up cap space to get him on the team, because we'd have to trade somebody like... I don't know, the worst players we could trade is maybe K-Rod. $3.5 million contract. Okay, I can get rid of Anibal Sanchez. $3.5 million for him is not worth it. I like Bruce Rondon. I'll give him $3 million a year. That's worth it. Some guys we have really cheap. Like to have Aaron Judge, a guy who's 91 over for $2.5 million, great. Fulmer's $2.5 million. Ohtani's only $1.9 million. Those guys are phenomenal players too. So for the most part, I was very stingy. We have some great players for so cheap. It's just these three guys that are getting so much money, but I don't mind paying them that much. So whatever, we'll just keep moving on. I'll see you guys. Man, you know what? I'll do one more season of scouting. So I'll scout next year, and then I'll show you guys that scouting class. And then we'll sim the season. But I think this might be a really fast rebuild with how good this team's already looking. So I'll see you guys about rookie draft time of next year. Okay, guys, here we are at draft time. We're currently at a 34-26 record. I mean, obviously it's a good record, but that's only because we're on like a 9-game winning streak right now. So, we actually haven't been playing that good. We've been kind of streaky, a little bit inconsistent. But right now, obviously, we're at the high end of the inconsistency, batting, or not batting, but at a 34-26 record, looking good. But either way, in the draft, we have the 24th pick. After all, we were a pretty solid team last year. I only did a little bit of scouting. I wasn't able to find a whole lot that I liked. So I let the CPU do a lot of the rest of the scouting, and they just did a shitty job, didn't they? They didn't like fully scout anybody. What the hell? What were they doing there? This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I found all the players for them to scout, and they just never like fully scouted them. What the fuck is this? I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. This is just awful. They scouted so bad. I like Rodlight. I think that's a pretty lit name. So we'll get him. Plus he looks kind of good, so. I don't know. Sometimes, I always get confused by the names because I remember back in Madden, they used to have some guys. And it always seemed like the people with the dopest names in Madden draft classes always were the best players. Like they had guys named like Wolverine Justice and stuff like that, and those guys always were really fucking good. So now when I play games like this and I see somebody with a dope name, I'm like, oh, they had to make him intentionally be a monster. But I don't think that's ever actually the case. So let's look at these few guys that we got. Okay, a couple panned out. We got a solid pitcher, and DeAndre Joy looks pretty solid. This left fielder out here. Yeah, okay. 2 solid prospects. I'll live with that. After all, our team just keeps getting better and better. Aaron Judge is a 96 overall now. Miguel's a 95. JD's a 91. He's batting 376. Shohei is a 90 now. Starling Marte is a 90. 86 Shoemaker. I mean, Starling Castro is all the way down to an 80. I don't know what's going on with him. But we'll figure it out. And either way, I really like the way this team's looking. So I can see a lot of talent coming out of this. And hopefully we can go pretty far this year in the postseason. So we'll see how that all works out. Okay, guys, season just ended. We finished 92-70. I wasn't actually checking the standings for the majority of this, but it looks like it says postseason as a wildcard team, playing the Yankees in the first round, which basically means you'll be playing them in the wildcard game. For us, the Indians actually won. They won 101 games. Are you fucking with me? So yeah, Nationals won 100. What the hell is up with teams in this game? Just winning so many games. Judge hit 55 home runs. Well, yeah, he's obviously MVP. What the fuck? Marte batted 283 with 21 home runs, 84 RBIs. JD Martinez batted 298 with 35 home runs, 87 RBIs. Aaron Judge batted 320 with 55 home runs and 132 RBIs. What the? His stats are getting crazy. Look at them. They're still increasing. His power numbers are like 99 each. He hit 55 home runs. That dude must be on roids. Batted 293. Miggy did. Batted 293 with 34 home runs and 87 RBIs. Starling Castro 264. Okay, so a pretty rough season for him. Castellanos did pretty well. Good year for this random dude, Christian Stewart. Did we draft him? Maybe. He batted 278 though. Andrew O'Mine didn't do all that good, and James McCann did decent. Off the bench, I like John Hicks. I remember we drafted this guy for sure. He batted 281, so I like that. I can't believe Aaron Judge's numbers. Pitching wise, Fulmer did great. So did Ohtani. So did Zimmerman. So did Daniel Norris, and so did Shoemaker. All these guys did phenomenal. Oh, it was our bullpen. Our bullpen. These guys were bums. They still are bums. That's our issue. We need better bullpen players. Okay, we can get that easy. Getting bullpen players are easy. Either way, we got to go up against the Yankees here in Game 1. We got Fulmer against Luis Severino. So let's see how this goes. Okay, and we're going to win 4-0. Awesome. Fulmer throws a shutout here. Awesome. Okay. Great game from him. Then great relieving job there by Wilson Alexander. And we did exactly what we needed to do. Home run by Cabrera and Castro. Cabrera, I don't know where that was from. Either way, now we're going up against our divisional rivals, the Indians. The only issue with playing the wildcard game is now we obviously don't have Michael Fulmer on the mound, which sucks, or at least not until Game 3. So in Game 1 with Ohtani, though, I like Ohtani. Yeah, we're going to beat Kluber 6-2. Or Kluber and the Indians. It's not just them. We're going to win Game 4, or I mean Game 2 6-4. And we're going to sweep the Indians. The 101 win Indians. And we're going to win Game 3 8-6. So big run scoring from our offense. I mean, just awesome job. You see right here, home run from Ramirez and Santana. A lot of RBIs out there. That's not our team. Anyways, I was going to say Ramirez and Santana. That doesn't feel right. Marte and Martinez hit doubles. Marte also hit a home run. Marte with 4 RBIs. Cabrera with 1. Castellanos with 2. Stewart with an RBI. Awesome. Now we're going up against the Angels. This one hurts, actually. As an Angels fan, I don't really want to beat them, but then obviously I do. They have Garrett Cole, though. Let's look at this Angels roster. Mike Trout, how did they get Garrett Cole? He went 16-5 with a 2.64 ERA. Was that MVP level? Not MVP, but yeah, it was Cy Young level. I remember, yeah, Judge won the MVP, but damn. Their team is like all pitching now. I can't believe it. I wish the real life Angels had more pitching like this. This pitching staff looks really good. They obviously don't have V-Mart or Pujols anymore. Well, they do. They kind of suck now. So this is why we got rid of V-Mart. I mean, he wasn't even able to really do anything for them anyways, and we didn't lose anything for getting rid of him. And Pujols, they're just not really doing anything. So their offense isn't that crazy outside of Trout. It's more their pitching. So let's see. We're going to win game 1 4-2. Lose game 2 0-4. That's the scary part, is they can pitch. Oh, no. Okay. We're on the road, too. Okay, so we need to win the last 2 games on the road to move on. Okay, we're going to win game 6 2-1. And we're going to win game 7 13-4. That wasn't even close. So a 2-1 victory here. We got the second run in the top of the 9th. Just a phenomenal pitching performance from both Zimmerman and Garrett Richards. Castellanos did a home run that was probably very vital. And then we win 13-4 here, so this one really wasn't even all that close. Everybody besides Martinez got a hit this game. Martinez. JD Mart. Okay. For some reason the name wasn't registering, but Judge and Cabrera both hit home runs. Judge with 2 RBIs, Castro with 3, Cabrera with 2, Marte with 2, Castellanos with 1. It looks like everybody also besides Martinez got an RBI also. So we just had a hitting parade. It wasn't like anybody went off. It's just everybody did good. So now here in the World Series, we're going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers. I may have to play the Dodgers in the World Series, I think. And as an Angels fan, I kind of have a natural rivalry here against the Dodgers. So yeah, we got to come up big right here. In game 1, we're going to lose. That's Kershaw on the mound, though. We're going to win game 2 12-11. There's supposed to be some good pitchers on the mound this game, too. Ohtani didn't do bad. It was Baez came in and gave up 6 runs. That was the issue. We got 8 runs on my 8. Only 3 of them were earned, though. So they had some errors that really cost them that game. Oh, awesome. Okay, I'm not going to complain. Now game 3, we're going to win 1-0. So we go from winning 12-11 to 1-0. Zimmerman throws a shutout. I don't know if he threw a complete game. He did. He threw a complete game 2-hitter. Oh my goodness, Jordan Zimmerman. We only got 1 run against Urias, and everybody else is great. Obviously, the Dodgers are a pitching team. The Dodgers are an everything team nowadays. I'm not even going to say. I don't like the Dodgers as an Angels fan, but I'm going to be objective and say that the Dodgers team is just unfairly stacked. But we do end up losing the next 2 games at home, which is kind of embarrassing. So now we're back in the same boat where we need to win back-to-back games on the road. Okay. Oh, okay. We win game 6 6-5. We scored 4 runs in the top of the 8th and 1 run in the top of the 9th to win this game. Okay, talk about a will to win right there. Ohtani struggled a little bit. Maeda pitched great, but against Romo, we got 4 runs. So that's exactly what we needed to do. Home run by Cabrera. Just a bunch of RBIs from different people, so it looks like we just went on a hit parade at the right time. And now in game 7, it's Jordan Zimmerman versus Urias. Remember, Zimmerman threw a complete game shutout on the last time that we faced them. And Urias also pitched a phenomenal game, so we might be looking at the exact same type of game, which will be a pitching game. So, as usual, I'm going to go in and do the Super Sim, and then I'll see you guys once we get towards the 9th inning or whatever happens, whatever crazy stuff happens. I'll see you guys once we get inside of that. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, here we are in Dodger Stadium. Series tie 3-3. You see what it says. 2018 World Series. Game 7. The Detroit Tigers against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Some exciting stuff. I was looking at the Dodgers postseason record. Before playing us, they were 7-1. They went 3-1 in the NLDS against the Reds. Then in the NLCS, they swept the Washington Nationals. So the Dodgers obviously are, as we know, one of the more dominant teams in the league. They won like 106 games when we saw them. So this team is a powerhouse. There's no doubt about it. We are obviously the underdog coming into this series. It's crazy they have a guy as young as Urias on the mound for them in Game 7. You see right there, though, he seems composed. He seems comfortable there on the mound, but obviously we're going to need to try to knock him out of his groove a little bit. When you're a young pitcher like that, especially in a big game like this where you know, in Game 7 of the World Series, one bad pitching performance, your franchise could hate you for the rest of your history. It's really how simple it is. And in Game 7 of a World Series, you mess it up, your franchise will hate you, and if you do good, your franchise will love you for the rest of history. That's how important this game is. So it's a lot of pressure on a young guy. If we can get a few big hits up on him early, I'm sure it'll rattle him a little bit, and it could really go a long way towards affecting this game. Luckily, we have the lineup to do it. The first, I would say, 6 guys in our lineup know how to put some bat on the ball. So we're gonna start off with, yep, right there, Marte gets a single. Castro flies out, but speed there with Marte. Now we have the MVP Aaron Judge up to bat. He's gonna strike out, and JD Martinez will strike out. We're gonna give up a walk there, give up a single, give up a fly out. So now runners on first and third, but we're gonna get a double play and get out of the inning. So now here in the top of the second, Miggy's gonna ground out. Castellanos will advance the second on error. Little will double, so a run will score. Once again, the Dodgers seem to be a little bit upset, as it appears their fielding is just not where it needs to be in the past couple of games. Sack bunt there by Zimmerman. So first and second, Marte up to bat. He's going to strike out. That could have been a very big at-bat there for Marte to really put us ahead, but that's all right. Castro will walk. Aaron Judge will get a single first and second for JD Martinez, who will strike out. Miggy will ground into a double play. That's upsetting too, because Miggy's the dude you're going to want up to bat in that situation. Now Cody Bellinger, a great hitter. Luckily, we'll get him to ground out. So Nick Castellanos up to bat, ground out. Little will strike out, and McCann will line out. So Seager will get hit by a pitch. Justin Turner will strike out. Jock Peterson will double. But runner is thrown out at home, and Grandal will fly out. Phenomenal job by our team just to do the little things correctly. It's just crazy. So Marte will get a single. Castro will walk. Okay, pitching change. Judge up to bat. A single. A run will score. JD Martinez will walk. Bases loaded for none other than Miguel Cabrera, who will get walked. A run will score. Nick Castellanos now up to bat with bases loaded. A strikeout. Come on, Little. A flyout. We need to get more runs on those situations. Okay, right there, a flyout. A double there. Baez is the pitcher, but they're going to get Agon to pinch hit. But he will strike out, and Puig will double. But a run will score there. Another double. Another run scores. A single. Another run scores. But now we need a pitching change. Which doesn't turn up to bat. We'll put in Rondon. How do you give up 3 hits? That just sucks. McCann up to bat now. A ground out. Rondon will pinch hit him, I guess. Who's the best option here? It appears... Well, it's against a lefty. It appears to still be the Stewart guy. He'll get walked. Marte will single. Castro will fly out. Come on, first and third. Judge. Oh, Judge, you come on. You gotta do better than that. Pitching change once again. We'll put in K-Rod. Jock will double. Grandal will strike out. Ruiz will single. A run scores. Forsythe will fly out. And Avilon, they're going to put an Ethier to pinch hit, will line out. Now we need to get some hits. JD Martinez up to bat. He's going to ground out. Miggy's going to strike out. Castellanos, a solo home run. Awesome. A tie game now. We're going to fly out. So now with K-Rod on the mound, he's going to strike out Yasiel Puig. Pellinger's going to walk. Seager with a 2-run home run. Oh, no. A single walk. Now we need another pitching change. He is struggling right now. We'll put in Wilson. A fly out there and a fly out there. Okay, let's go. We need to come up big here. McCann's going to ground out. I mean, we got to pinch hit Wilson now. Come on, Romine. Strikeout. No, Marte's going to single. Castro's going to strike out as well. I guess we'll put in Justin Wilson this time. Give him a flyout. Now they're going to put in a pinch hitter. He's going to strike out, though, and Puig is going to walk. Bellinger's going to strike out, though. So in the top of the 9th, do I want to come in and play this game and try to clutch it out? With Aaron Judge, I kind of want to clutch it out. Let's load in. Okay, here we go. Aaron Judge up to bat. Against who is this on the mound for them? Kenley Jansen. Oh, of course. Ooh. Ooh, that could have been roped. A little bit early on that cutter. Oh, Aaron Judge connected on that too. That would have been a dinger. Ooh, a solid cutter there on the outside corner. No contact there from Judge. Let's see, though. Maybe Judge can just connect with one of these. Ooh, that cutter high. That could have been in Judge's sweet spot, but he wasn't quite prepared. The good timing, just the contact wasn't where it needed to be. Come on, Aaron. You got this. Oh, there we go. He put a drive into that ball. Aaron Judge got underneath that one. That ball is going to be gone. Aaron Judge with a home run over the left field wall on an 0-2 count. Jansen obviously missed his spot, and Judge is going to capitalize. He was the MVP. He did hit 55 home runs. Let's not forget, this guy is a monster. Court's in session, baby. That's Aaron Judge right there. That's just phenomenal. 396 of a home run to hopefully, I don't know, get in Jansen's head just a little bit. Now with JD Martinez and Miggy coming up to bat, that's all we need to do is just get him a little bit off his game because a few more bad pitches, and this is a whole different type of ball game. Oh, there we go. JD Martinez, very first pitch swinging. Jansen put that ball right over the middle. I think Jansen's starting to lose some of that composure. But this is kind of a bittersweet situation. They like Jansen so much, they're going to keep him in, though. I feel like, yep, they will. But he lost his confidence. You can see he lost his confidence right there with the blue bar, which means he's probably going to start messing up here, and we need to capitalize. That was a perfect pitch, though, so I'll give him that. That was a solid-ass pitch. But it's just one mistake when you're pitching to Miguel Cabrera. This guy's been the leader of the Tigers' offense for a long time now. Can he lead them in Game 7 of the World Series? He can't. A very good swing there. But third baseman, I believe that is Justin Turner is going to be there to snag one right there. It appears Miguel's been struggling a little bit throughout this whole series, though. But Castellanos did a solo home run earlier. Can he get a hold of one more here to put us on top? No, he cannot. Castellanos will knock one back up the middle, but it will not be enough, as the shortstop, Corey Seager, will get a hold of that ball. Step on second, fire to first, and the Tigers will come out here unsuccessfully, losing 6-5 in Game 7 of the World Series. Very unfortunate, especially with all the opportunities we had to win this game. Damn, and good swings there in the ninth inning. We definitely could have won that, but that just means one thing. It's been a pretty short rebuild at this point, so how about we get one more season in? I'll see you guys at the open free agent market and see if we can upgrade this team just a little bit more for one more postseason push. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, here we are in the open free agent market. I do need to say, I didn't sign a lot of the players, but literally, like, if you look at the guys we signed and the guys we didn't sign, we have, like, nobody to sign. This was such a weak free agent class for, like, my team, which is kind of nice because I didn't have to spend any money. Like, all the money I spent was, like, $2 million. Like, that's how much I spent. Still don't think we have that much. Let's see. Okay, well, yeah, we can't afford Bryce Harper. You know, should we try to open up some cap space to do something crazy like that? I mean, why the hell not, really? I mean, I like JD Martinez. I don't really want to get rid of him. I mean, I guess we could get rid of Castro. I don't know if I want to, though. Money-wise, it makes sense to do that. Let me see if I can get him for a cheaper second baseman. I'll see you guys in a second. Let me try to make a trade. Okay, I just did a shit ton of trades to try to open up some cap space. This better work out. If it doesn't, I'm going to feel really stupid. Oh, okay, no, it worked out. We got Bryce Harper. Oh my, I can't believe that worked out. We, like, barely reached the threshold. What we did is we traded, who was our second baseman? We traded Starling Castro, and we got D. Gordon instead, who's $10 million cheaper, but D. Gordon's a stud, so I didn't really mind. We traded away Andrew Romine, which wasn't a big deal, because Brett Little is better overall than him now anyways, and he's younger, and he's cheaper. Then we traded away some relievers. That was the biggest issue. We traded away, K-Rod, and a different reliever, but we got the Jacob Barnes guy back. He's like $3 million cheaper. So I just kept doing all these different switches and team changes to open up cap space. And now we have Bryce Harper to add to this team. Okay, holy fuck, this team is stacked now. Like, this is crazy. Like, come on. Miggy, Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Starling Marte, JD Martinez, and our pitchers are now in 97 overall, 91 and 90 and 87. That's so crazy stacked. I can't believe we pulled that one off. Do any of these guys play secondary positions? Because, I mean, obviously we're in the AL, so it's not like a big deal. But when we make it to the World Series, because that's obviously the end goal. I know Bryce Harper used to play catcher. I don't know. We'll figure it out. One of these guys is going to have to play a different position, because when we play NL teams, I'm not letting any of these guys hit the bench. They're too good. Either way, now we're going to send the season. I'll see you guys about mid-season next season as we figure things out. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, here we are at mid-season. We're at 49 and 40, which really isn't all that crazy. We probably won't even be the top seed in our division, because somehow the Indians are 61 and 27, which is like fucking ridiculous. Even though we're the second-ranked team, we're just not playing that great. Lineup-wise, this is mid-season, so Marte's batting 292, 14 home runs, 14. That's solid. Bryce Harper's batting 365 with 27 home runs, 91 RBIs. That's like unreal. Aaron Judge batting 286, 20 home runs, 59 RBIs. 27 home runs are at the All-Star break is ridiculous too. Plus all of the other stuff, like a 365 batting average, is just crazy. Mickey's only batting 240 with 20 home runs, 54 RBIs. So he's struggling a little bit. JD Martinez batted 264 with 13. So those guys are struggling a little bit. D. Gordon's batting 267 for us. But some guys are doing really good for us, which I'm liking. Michael Fulmer's 11 and 7 with a 3.3. Shohei is 6 and 7 with a 3.15. Jordan Zimmer's 6 and 6, 4.22 with 3.423. Okay, so the ERAs aren't that crazy. In terms of relief, though, Estrada's doing great out of the bullpen. Colin Reyes not doing that good. De La Rosa's doing good. So is Blaine Boyer. Jacob Barnes struggling. Bruce Rondon's doing good, though, and Justice Wilson's struggling a little bit as well. So team's just not looking. It's not coming together like I thought it would. So we're going to keep simming. We obviously should still be a postseason team. But I'll figure it out once we get there. It's just weird that we're not winning more games, I think. But I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, we finished the season at 95 and 67. Good enough to be a wild card team, which is still kind of crazy. It's crazy to win 95 games to only be a wild card team. But we're going to be playing against the Orioles. But we've been on a roll. Okay, let me just be honest. We beat this team 19-2. But before that, look, we went on this huge winning streak here. Looks like this was about 9 games, lost, and won 3 more. So we're 12 and 1 in our last 13. We won these 2, won 15-1, 3-0. We ended up losing 2-17. So we did officially or eventually get shit on. But that happens to any good team. Ohtani went 14-10 with 3.19. Michael Fulmer 18-10 with a 2.87. Jordan Zimmerman 13-10 with a 3.71. Danny Norris 13-10 with a 3.81. And Matt Shoemaker 15-8 with a 3.2. Bullpen-wise, I like Estrada. Rhea, not that great. De La Rosa did good. Boyer did really good. Barnes struggled still. Rondon and Wilson kind of improved towards the end of the season. Lineups, end of the season, Marte did a great job. D. Gordon did good. Aaron Judge, I mean, what more can you ask for? 293, 51 home runs. So in the past few years, he's totaled 106 home runs. It's just crazy. I mean, look at these two. Bryce Harper batted 346 with 51 home runs, 159 RBIs. So it's like him and Judge are battling each other, and obviously Harper won that battle, but that's a crazy style. That's probably Triple Crown worthy. Like, that's probably... Yeah, batting average, he led the whole MLB. Hits, he led the whole MLB. At-bats, that was Marte, but home runs, led the whole MLB. RBIs, he didn't get the Triple Crown of the league. He got the American League. He got the Triple Crown of baseball. And Aaron Judge is I mean, he tied him with home runs, which is just crazy. Both at 50. I mean, we just got crazy hitters on this team. But either way, the big issue is obviously now we're going up against the Orioles. So let's see how that goes. Okay, yeah, we won 5-2 there. Ohtani pitched a good game. Now in game 1 against the Indians, we win game 1, we win game 2. Once again, we're going to sweep the Indians in the ALDS. I guess we could just kind of have their number. I don't know why. Zimmerman threw another shutout, so he's doing great. Now we're going up against Red Sox. We win game 1, lose game 2, lose game 3, win game 4, lose game 5. So now we got 2 games on the road where we need to come out successful. Okay, we're winning game 6 by 1 and win game 7 by 3. Okay, so close games. Ohtani's 4-0 through the playoffs, though, so let's get a round of applause going for him. Just just killing the game. 4-0 with a 1.7 ERA. I'm loving it. Zimmerman's doing great as well. Fulmer could be doing better, but he hasn't lost yet, so I'm not going to say shit about that. Game 1 against Indians. Okay, Fulmer will win that, so yeah, he's doing his job. Zimmerman's going to win that as well. We're going to be 3-0, and now we got Daniel Norris on the mound, who's 1-0 with a 1.8. It's like everybody who's pitching on the mound for us is undefeated. I still can't believe Ohtani's 5-0 in the playoff. That's pretty damn good. Just doing a quick scroll to see. I mean, our pitching's been really good through the playoffs. That's really been the, what's been carrying us. Postseason MVP, yeah, it's all them and all that good stuff. Either way, I mean, now we have to go into Game 4. This will be on the road. But, I mean, damn. I mean, we're 3-0, so... It wasn't the Cubs. No, it was the Dodgers we played last year. The Dodgers won 116 games and somehow got eliminated. We had one more win than the Cubs, even though they were the division leaders. That's why we get home court or home field advantage. Looks like the Cubs were undefeated going into this. Look at this. They were 3-0 against the Nationals, 4-0 against the Mets. Then they come in against me, and they're about to get swept. And we had to struggle to win our series, or at least against the Red Sox we did. That's crazy. So let's go into this Game 4. I'll see you guys once we get to the quick sim. And we'll see what happens in this game. Luckily, we got 4 chances at it. It's almost impossible that we don't win this series. But let's go check it out. Okay, here we are at Wrigley Field. We're currently at 3-0 in the series, as you guys are well aware. Playing in Wrigley is a pretty cool area to play the World Series, though, so I'm chilling here. But let's go to our normal... God damn it, Degorn. Why do you have to take a step out? Go to quick manage. Let's see what happens. Degorn, this time, is going to be our leadoff guy instead of... it was Marte. Where's Marte? Wait a second. It's because we're playing the National League. We don't have Marte up to bat. Like, he's not going to be in our lineup, right? Whatever. We'll pinch hit him when the time is right. So now with JD Martinez up to bat, he's going to pop out. Aaron Judge, strikeout. Bryce Harper. Oh, come on, guys. I was saying so many good things about you. But we're going to get a 1-2-3 inning there anyways. Miguel's going to walk. It's just, okay, it's just crazy clicking through because I can have so much confidence in this lineup because how ridiculous these hitters are. Strikeout. Fielder's choice. Runner on first now. McCann's going to ground out, though. Ground out. Strikeout. Walk and single. Okay. Chill Norris. Strikeout. There we go. Now Norris up to bat. He's going to strike out. That's kind of to be expected. The pitcher. Degorn's going to ground out, and JD Martinez will fly out. But either way, the next time we have Judge, then Harper, then Miggy coming up to bat, so I'm not too worried. Walk, a fly out, a pickoff attempt. Oh, it worked. Okay. And a strikeout. There we go. So Aaron Judge, Bryce Harper, Miguel, and the Castle. I mean, that's a crazy 4-man punch right there. Start off, though, with Judge striking out. Harper's going to walk. Come on, Cabrera. Pop out. Oh, we got to be more dominating than that, I swear. Okay, double there for them. A single. Oh, no. A strikeout. A strikeout. A foul. Talk about working out of the jam. Damn, great job there by Daniel Norris. Now Little's going to fly out. McCann's going to strike out, and Daniel Norris will be hit by the pitch. Degorn will single, and Daniel Norris having some wheels, moving to third, and Martinez will walk. Bases loaded for Aaron Judge. God damn it, Judge, you're going to strike out. Are you kidding me? We're going to give up a walk, another walk, a fly out, a line out. Can you work out of this? Come on, Norris. And a ground out. Yes, Norris is working out of these jams perfectly. Bryce Harper's going to fly out. Cabrera's going to strike out, and Castellanos will walk. Light out. Okay, we'll ground out. A walk, a fly out, a walk. Pretty soon. Yeah. Now it's time to take out Norris. He's just been struggling too much. I mean, just so many walks primarily. Just a lot of walks. Sack bunt, second and third, and a ground out. Okay, so now McCann up to bat, pitching change. He'll strike out. So now we're going to pinch hit. We'll put in Marte to pinch hit. He will strike out, though, and Degorn's going to single. Martinez going to ground out. And, I mean, although Marte may be able to throw some heat, we're going to put in Barnes and see what we can do. Fly out, single, walk, strikeout, single. Maybe we should have kept fucking Marte in. Damn. So now it's 2-0. Come on, Judge. Judge Harper, you got to be able to at least put up 2 runs. Ground out. Dude, they are struggling so bad at this game. Castellanos now. Fly out, single, strikeout. I should have pinched hit him. I realize that now. But, damn, that was fucking crazy. So, we're going to go into the next game now, but that's ridiculous that our hitting was that bad that game. I mean, it's bound to catch up to us at some point. Everybody has bad days, but that was just bad. But next game, I mean, we still have that same team, so I'm not too worried. going into Game 5 here. I wanted to get a sweep in the World Series. That would have been cool. As long as we just don't blow a 3-0 lead, I'm happy. So I'll see you guys in the middle of the next game. Okay, guys, here we are in Game 5. Once again at Wrigley Field. I mean, if we lose this game, at least we get to go back to our hometown. I think it's Comerica Park. That's the Tiger Stadium. So at least that'd be cool. At least we'd be able to play at our home stadium. But I don't know. I don't even want to risk blowing a 3-0 lead. That shit would suck so bad. So let's just try to get over. JD Martinez with a triple, a walk, a strike. Come on, Miggy, you motherfuckers! I swear, it is impossible to imagine that this team, with that hitting, just cannot put together a few hits when they need to. Like, how do you get a triple with 1 out and then have those guys at the bat and not score? It's just crazy to me. Fulmer's gonna single, but Miggy can't do it. I swear, it's crazy to me. Okay, let's see now. Martinez is gonna be hit by a pitch. Judge, fielder's choice. Harper walk. Cabrera is single. There we go. Double play. Okay, I'll live with that. I'll live with that. As long as we're scoring runs, I'll live with that. It's when we're like, we should be scoring runs and we're not. Well, then again, every time those guys come up to bat, I'm expecting them to score runs. So I might have like unreal expectations. But just like that lineup's so crazy. Like, I expect every time we go through that at least once, there should be a run on the board. Like, that's how good that lineup is. But I mean, they're pitching a pretty damn good game. Like, oh no. What the fuck are you? Okay. Pitching change. Get the hell out of here, Fulmer. That was awful. Strikeout. Pop out. There we go. Brett Little, come on. No, single. Okay. McCann will walk. Now is probably the appropriate time to allow Marte to hit a ball. Fielder's choice. Okay. D. Gorin single. Okay. How do you not score, Little? Come on, JD. No. Judge. Yes. Okay. One run scores. Bryce Harper. Strike. Oh, fuck. Pitching change. This is where issue comes in, that we don't have very good. I guess Shoemaker. I don't mind him. Strikeout. Ground out. Ground out. Okay, there we go. Miggy, come on. Damn it, Castellanos, come on. Little. Okay. Little is doing good. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. He's doing good. Fly out. Fly out. Fly out. Okay. Should we just let Stewart hit the ball? Sure. Go get a crack at it, Christian. He's gonna ground out. That wasn't worth it. Okay, D. Gorin. Ground out, ground out, ground out. So let Justin Wilson pitch a little bit. Fly out. Strike out. Pop out. There we go. Top of the 10th now. It's going to extra innings. Aaron Judge will fly out. Bryce Harper will single. Come on, Miggy. Strike out. Come on, Castellanos. Damn it, somebody. Pinch hitter. Fly out. Okay. We don't have any pinch hitters left, so Wilson's going to be swinging the bat. Ground out. Fly out. Maybe, I mean, damn, maybe you should be swinging the bat. Strikeout, okay. Still got good energy, so we'll let him keep pitching. Strikeout, ground out, and ground out. Yeah, he's pitching a great game. JD Martinez, come on. Come on. Single, okay. Aaron Judge, fielder's choice. Come on, Bryce. What the how are you guys not hitting the ball? An error, a sack bunt, moving into second, and a double, and we lose the game. We lose off a stupid-ass error. So now on to Game 6, back at Comerica Park. It's kind of getting intense now. I do not want to blow a 3-0 lead. I'll see you guys once we are in Game 6. Alright guys, here we are in Game 6 in Comerica Park. The one thing I didn't realize until we were loading in that gives us the major advantage here is not just home field advantage, but because we're playing in the AL, we're able to put Marte in the lineup as a full-time hitter. And now that's really the big advantage here, is we get to make our lineup the way that we want to. And of course, I mean, who doesn't want to play at home? So now Marte, yep, he's gonna get a single to start it off. Bryce Harper will double. We already have a run. That's how quick it happens now with this new lineup. And then nobody else hits and makes. Okay, we give up a home run. Now I feel like shit for talking crap. Like I was all confident. Oh, this is how easy we score. Castellanos, let's go. Strikeout. Triple by D. Gordon. Awesome. A single, he's gonna score. McCann singles as well. Damn. Marte's gonna walk. Bases loaded for Harper. Ooh, they're going to go home with the ball. So another error, a walk, a pop out, a strikeout, another walk. Oh, no. That was just a stupid inning. Errors and walks. Didn't even give up a hit. You can't be giving up runs with no hits. A leadoff double. We get no support off him, though, and nobody scores. Ground out, McCann. Solo home run. There we go. Another solo home run. Come on, Bryce. Back to back to back. Nope. Okay. but 2 in a row is still awesome. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Ground out, strikeout, ground out. Strikeout, ground out, strikeout. Okay, single by D. Gordon there. Little is going to ground to double play, and McCann's going to fly out. So now we'll put a new pitcher for Zimmerman. He's getting a little bit tired. Let's put in Rondon. I like Rondon. Fly out, there we go. Walk. Double play, awesome. Now Marte up to bat. Ground out, okay. He's still having a great game, though. Marte's 2 for 3, I'm loving it. A double for Judge. Martinez with a single, run's going to score, and there we go. That's all you need to do is 2 big hits back to back. We'll score a run. Okay. Uh-oh. Pitching change. Should we you know, let's let Ohtani pitch, even though he's a little bit tired. A fly out. Strikeout. Ground. That's why we put Ohtani in right there. Now Castellanos, a single. D. Gordon's going to double play, damn it. Do we let Ohtani pitch the last inning? I think we might. Ground out. You're fucking with me. So now it's time to come in the bottom of the 9th. Usually I always come in with pitching, but now we'll come in trying to get the last run of the game. Bottom of the 9th of Game 6 of the World Series. There we go. Okay, McCann's been killing it this game. Now we could be aggressive and go for that triple, but we don't need to. We don't need to. We probably would have made it with that throw, but let's be honest. Just with our team, we got Marte coming up. We got Harper. We got Judge. We got Cabrera. We got Castellanos. We don't need to rush it. Come on, Marte. You can be the hero. Finally back in the starting lineup. You can be a hero right here. Or not. You can ground out. Who's up next then? Bryce Harper. This guy won MVP. Triple Crown winner as well. A big free agent that we picked up. What can he do? Oh, he's going to knock one back with the middle. We're going to send him home. Will he make it? No, he gets thrown out by a fucking mile. You're so slow. You're so slow, McCann. Now Aaron Judge up to bat. Now I'm starting to wonder if we should have just been passive and let Aaron Judge hit. But damn, that was slow. Aaron Judge is going to fly out to center field. So I felt like we had to be aggressive there. When you have a chance to win the World Series, you got to be aggressive. So we're going to go back into quick manage. I'm not pitching. Fuck pitching. I'm all about hitting. Oh my. Stop giving up home runs, Ohtani. Now we're back up to bat. Now we got to get 2 runs to make anything happen. JD Martinez up to bat. Miguel Cabrera and Castro. We got some options though. Yep, we got some options. JD Martinez powering into a curveball. That ball was absolutely destroyed. If only we could have done this last inning, this game would be over with. But we're just playing tick for tack baseball right here. They get a home run, we get a home run right back. Giving our third base coach a little high five there. JD Martinez with an absolute bomb. That's why we made sure to hold on to him. Even when we traded them, that's why we got him right back. Because of his ability to do things like this. And now, like I was mentioning, this has been the star for the Tigers for a long time. He's towards the back end of his career. He's having a tough series so far. This is Miguel's chance to kind of go out with a bang with the Tigers. And there we go. He's going to get a single there. Of course, you know, a storybook ending would be him hitting a home run right there. But I'll live with that. I'll live with a nice little single over the third baseman's head. I mean, last time, if he got a single last World Series and that ball went over the third baseman's head, we'd probably be back-to-back champions right now, or having a chance to be. Let's just keep that in mind. So now Nick Castellanos up to bat. Oh, that's a gapper. That's a gapper. Do I take the same risk? No, I don't. He probably would make it. You guys are probably saying he definitely could have made it. But with runners on second and third with no outs, no point in risking it. I fucked up last inning doing that. And D. Gordon up to bat. He's a solid hitter. I have faith. No, get back. Not worth it. D. Gordon's not doing anything with that ball. Who's this now? Oh, this is the guy we drafted, Little. Oh, they're gonna... Really? Oh, for the double play ball, not to avoid the actual hitter, but for the double play ball. But let's recall, McCann's been kind of the lightning rod throughout this game. A home run, a double, and a single. I mean, I'm gonna at least put in the consideration of a pinch hitter to see what we have. I mean, the only pinch hitter we have is Christian Stewart. It's not a phenomenal difference. And with how good James McCann's been hitting this game, I guess we could let him try to be the hero of this game, even though he was thrown out at home earlier. Maybe this is his way of making up for it. Oh, this could be it. Miguel is headed home. There's 2 outs in Game 6 of the World Series. Is this going to be the winning run? It will be. Miguel will walk home safely. And the Detroit Tigers will be World Series champions. James McCann could be the hero. I mean, he obviously had the biggest game in the closeout game. He had the best game here. Not the best series, but the best game in the closeout game sometimes gets overlooked. Or usually it doesn't get overlooked. Sometimes other things get overlooked. That's all he had to do was drive the ball to the warning track. Obviously, Hayward was not able to get behind it and get a good throw. And Miguel, although he doesn't have much speed, was still able to get home and be the winning run for the team that... I mean, he's basically the person who built the Tigers. I mean, he's been on them for so long, signing big contracts, doing a lot for this team. So it's cool that he was able to be the winning run. I'm happy to see that. There we go. JD Martinez, though, he'll actually get the player of the game, which is interesting, but his home run did catapult us into a chance to win this ball game. So an awesome rebuild here. I really enjoyed this one. It took a long time. It did. I spent a lot of time on kind of some excess features, and I did that primarily for you guys. I know there's a lot of Tigers fans out there in the world, a lot of fans out there in Detroit, and usually when I know there's a team that just has a lot of fans, I just try to make sure that you guys get, you guys get a lot of love. I'm a huge Tigers fan as well, so I had a lot of fun with this one. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And lastly, subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned in this series and other series going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.